Hey, welcome back everybody to another episode of Agrarian Skies 2. It's been a week since my last video, and I wanted to let you guys know why that happened last weekend. So yeah, that's a week ago. My computer just shut off all of a sudden, and my power supply, my UPS was beeping, right? And I'm like, oh, what's going on? And I had some problems today and the day before with my video card getting super hot playing another game. So I just recently, took out my PC the day before and cleaned it completely with an air compressor. And I'm always cleaning my PC. I'm really on top of that because, well, I make a lot of videos and I play a lot of games. I want to make sure that my computer lasts a long time. And then when I plugged everything back in and tried to turn it on, nothing happened. I'm like, uh-oh. And then I noticed that actually the fuse blew in my room. So I'm like, okay, so maybe that's the reason why it shut off. But then what is the point of having a UPS if your PC just shuts off instead of the UPS, beeping, telling you, hey, you have no power, shut down your computer safely. So I don't know what happened. Well, anyway, and then I plugged everything back in, and then when I turned on my computer the next time, it was a huge crack. And, just like, it was weird. It was so loud, it scared me. And then I had smoke coming out of the back of my computer, and I'm like, uh-oh. And then I looked in it, and it just blew up my power supply. I'm very lucky that nothing else got fried. And then I had to order a new power supply, and it took a few days to get here. But I am back in business, and honestly, it feels weird playing Minecraft again right now, because I haven't played it in, what, a week? Almost. So I don't know where we were, what I was doing. So I'm going to try to catch up here. Now, I remember this was not here. I changed this whole area like the day before my power supply blew up. So I want to walk you through here first what I did. And I believe I did say that I'm going to do this between episodes because we've set up so many farms now in this series, it feels like. So I made 2 harvesters, one here and one there. And there is nothing in the middle here. I just put a light in there. That's where the planter would go in case I ever want to put one. And there is a planter over here. I'm leaving this like that. I don't need to cover the whole area. I mean, we have so much room still left for something that I want to grow. But all the vanilla crops that we had, I put over here. And the planter is set to only plant rubber saplings in that section over there in that 4x4, and that is it. The rest, always stays planted, and the harvester just harvests it. It goes into a chest here, and if you put these chests behind it, I know a lot of people are gonna go down in the comments and tell me, you can just connect the conduit directly to this and it's gonna work. That is correct, but the problem is if it's ever stuffed, the harvester will not stop and spit it out. But if you put an inventory like a chest behind it, where this little hole is right there, if this chest gets full, which I can demonstrate over here, the harvester stops because it cannot spit out anymore. So you're never going to have floating entities that are just flying around. And all 3 of these, the harvesters and that one planter, have the bronze upgrade. Increases radius by 5. So this is a 13 by 13 area, both of them. Yeah, and that's it. And the salad and carrots and stuff, they go downstairs. I'll show you in a minute. And this stuff all comes over here to these. Now these 3 back here, I'm not going to let this run forever. I'm going to get like 10 stacks of rubber. So I just never need to worry about, sticky pistons or MFR plastic sheets and stuff like that. And then when that is done, I might switch it to spruce or something, whatever I'm getting low on. So these 3 are just going to be, this one section here is going to be a certain type of wood that I just keep changing. And this other stuff back here, I don't know what I'm going to use it yet. I'm pretty sure one is going to be for soy eventually, because that's going to be our replacement for meat. So we don't need to mess much with the meat is over there, which we still need to set something up, but I'm going to definitely go with the MFR way. A breeder and a chronotyper and so on. I don't want to mess with these animals because they're mean. Okay, so that is it up here. Nothing fancy. Let's go down real quick so I can show you how everything is routed down here. And that was pretty nuts. You guys see the lava? I added a fluid. What is this called again? The hardened fluid duct, so it can handle the lava. and it goes all the way over here to the production table. And it was crazy because when I laid this and I connected it to the conduit that is over there, to fill this entire pipe to come all the way over here, it drained my barrel and my drum. I think over 120 buckets of lava is sitting in these pipes. I think it is caught up again now. I gotta check in a minute, but yeah. So this is crazy how much lava this holds, this duct, but it's there. So over here, the lava comes over and the power comes from another culinary generator that I made. So now we have 3 of these. I'm always going to keep making these because once we have 8, we can make the next upgraded one and then maybe make some central power. We'll figure it out, but we have tons of power right now for our purposes. Goes into the harvester and the planter, of course. And this here is the item duct, and I used the opaque one because I had them. I just wanted to use them and not make some regular impulse item ducts, because honestly there isn't much coming from this chest. It's so slow, the harvesting, because we don't have any fertilizer or anything, but we don't need it. We got everything we need now for a long time, I think, with this setup. Comes down, and then this one here still gets all the saplings. There's no sapling up in this, and I counted them. I forgot now what the exact numbers are, but from this intersection right here, it's like 13 pipes to the planter, and this way it is 20 something to the last one with the saplings. So it works out really nice. I don't need to set up any filters or anything because the saplings will always go here first, and I think once this one is full with 64 sapling, then it's gonna send the excess saplings down to this barrel. So that works out really nice. And over here I decided to move this downstairs. I did say I want to have as much as possible upstairs, but some items we are gonna hide down here just because, well, this is a big contraption just to have up there. So salad and carrots come down here to these barrels. They're always full, you guys see. And then they go down into the production table, and the salad comes out here. And then it's going either to that culinary generator or to the 2 down there. And this guy got a different... I wanted this to be self-sufficient. I did not want to worry about charcoal. So what I did here is I gave this a lava generator upgrade. It allows lava to be used as fuel. And you guys see there's a bucket of lava in here and it's full of power. And that is why I ran the lava pipe over here. So this, you know, the lava generator is always going to run. It's never going to run out of lava because we have that endless cobble supply. So I thought it was the best way to do that. It works out really well. I was thinking of putting some void upgrades on these 2, but I don't think I need it because the chest up there is always full. So, and it stops sending as soon as these 2s are full. You guys are gonna see there's always just 1 coming down of each. As soon as, yep, there's a salad going. So this guy is gonna pump 1 out. There it goes. And 1 carrot and 1 salad. Done. So this is a really nice setup. I'm happy how this turned out. And of course we still have tons of items come over here. You see them constantly from our automatic ingot production and sieving and so on. And you guys gave me a really good idea about if I ever wanted to be faster. You guys have a good point that I could get rid of the pulverizers and use fully upgraded hammers instead of these guys here, because they still need less power. If you check here, this hammer only needs 10 RF. It already has 4 speed upgrades, while every one of these pulverizers I think runs on 40. Yeah, 40 RF. So for price of 1 of these, I could use 4 hammers already with just 4 upgrades. So if I ever want this to be faster, I might go to the hammer route. But for now, I'm really happy. We're getting tons of materials. I'm actually gonna need to figure out what I'm gonna do with the flint and the bone meal. Might have to make a storage bus or something and use Java barrels with void upgrades. Look at this, 1500 iron ingots. We got lots of materials. We have to start building something now. And like I said, I'm not sure what to do next here right now because, well, you know, I had a plan, but I forgot it. So I figured we're gonna do some quests. First of all, turn in the quest that we completed. Here we got a bunch of gas tiers from, you know, sieving all that soul sand. So let's turn that in. And where was the other one? Right here, Sky Farm. Apparently, I'm not sure how this completed, but I'm really happy about the magnum torch. Now the thing is that I don't really want to put it down. If I put down the magnum torch, I gotta make sure that this is at least 64 away. Let's see, let me get rid of the rain for a second. So as I was saying, that magnum torch, I want to make sure that it's 64 blocks away from this. It has a really huge range. So I think that if I put it like over here, possibly even further, because that's 4 chunks, 4 whole chunks. Let's just look at the chunks real quick. That's 1, 2, 3, and it's just at the end of the 4th chunk. So I would have to place this thing all the way, probably somewhere back here, for no spawns. But I haven't had any problems with spawns, so I think what I'm going to do is just put it away for now. And if we ever get cursed earth or something, and then make a cursed earth farm that doesn't care about the magnum torch, then I'm gonna put it down. But for now, like I said, I haven't had any spawns on the island, knock on wood, in a long time. So I'm just gonna put it away. Oh, check it out, Builder's Wand. I totally forgot to show you guys. I did not know that you can craft this with diamonds. So when I was extending the platform out, I remember somebody in the comments writing that, hey, make sure you make yourself a Builder's Wand. And I'm like, okay, but I don't have a divination sigil, right? And then I checked the recipe, and it's awesome that you can make it with 2 diamonds. So that is, of course, really cool, especially on a sky block too. It was super easy extending them, and especially the platforms downstairs. There's just one little issue, that when you have slab right there and slab right here, the bottom part, and you want to place them in between, and you click on the side of them, it doubles up that row right there, or this row, and then you can close the gap. It's kind of silly. So the last row, when you want to connect from 2 sides coming together, you always have to do by hand. Just something to keep in mind, because otherwise, you know, you have double the work with breaking it down again and so on. Anyways, let's continue with the quest. What do we have to down here? I really want to do this thing here, because I saw that the market block will be a big help for people who don't care to research every mutation on their own. Just buy the saplings and seeds you want. Yeah, that would be awesome. So let's see what the thing takes. Market. Probably gonna be... wow, that's it? 4 wool, 4 planks, and emerald. Do I have any wool? I should. Whoops. Perfect. Well, let's make this thing. Bam. And I believe if I... see, that's the thing, is I can never remember if you... task needs to have... these do not have to be handed in. Because there used to be a problem that when it's a crafting quest and you do it in ME, sometimes it didn't take. Let's just see if it worked. And yes, it did. Cool. So we get an emerald and a reward back for that. So what do? Do you need power or something? Where are we gonna put this guy? Let's put it right there. No. Let's put it over in our kitchen area for now, right there. Wow, that is insane. Asparagus, barley, bean. Let's see what else. Everything costs 1 emerald, which, well, we got crying fruit. I want to see saplings. What is this? White mushroom spore. This is an amazing block with Pam's Harvest Craft. Wow. I've never seen this. Cottonseed. That is really nifty. Is there really this? There we go. With all the Pam seeds for the trees. Oh, this is... oh, wow. Even something just costs gold ingots. What was the other thing over here? Diamonds. Okay. And then gold. What else? Do we also get some vanilla seeds, I wonder? Just gonna keep going through. What is this? Whoa. Spawn horse. That is sweet. Bone meal? Just 1 bone meal? Well, I hope I get a stack for 3 emeralds. Alright, and then we start over. That is really cool. I like this. I'm actually going to... I wonder if this is alphabetically. It needs to be. So soy is probably further back. R-S... Soybean. Bam. Take my money. Got it. That is cool. And of course, send it through here. And 111. That is really cool. So I can start upgrowing the soy because, well, I would like to get soy, like I mentioned earlier, for meat replacement. And let's see what's in this bag. Morvillira and Shaded Cat. Why do I want to spawn you two? Not sure if they're going to be hostile or... Well, maybe we'll make an enclosure or something for them. We'll find out. Alright, and what is else in here? Upgrading seeds. It wants us to get 16 tomatoes. So you know what? I'm going to buy the tomato seed also. And then just get this done between episodes. I'm not going to show any more growing. And let's make the few chef tools here to get them out of the way. Because I would like to get something else than salad eventually here. To just get more... what's the thing called again? I can never... Well-fed buff. And more saturation. Simple as that. It would be awesome. So let's do the bakeware. Do I have bricks? No. Do I have clay? I have clay. So how do I have... Oh yeah, I did automate it back there in the barrel. I'm like, how do I have so much clay? Holy shnikes. Now here's a question. Does the hammer handle clay for me so I don't need to do this by hand? I want to try this real quick. Put that in there. It doesn't look like the hammer is breaking down clay. No. Alright. So I need to do this by... Or actually, can I put it in the pulverizer? Let's see that. I'm lazy. I don't want to do this by hand. No. Alright. Apparently, I need to do it by hand. Let me just break up. That's 4, 8. Let's make a few so I can send a few more. Oh, yeah. I forgot I have silk touch on this. Oh, what a bummer. Alright. No problem. I'm just going to break these up real quick and put them in the furnace so we get a little extra bricks. And there we go. Give him to me. And you do your thing here. Alright, so we can do this in a second. Put these back. And so that was bakeware, just a ring. A juicer we should definitely be able to make right there. We just need to make a pressure plate. And put it together so we got our juicer. Did I get credit for that? Yes. And what else? Mixing bowl. Mixing bowl. Shouldn't be a problem either. And bam. Cool. Alright. So I'm just waiting for the brick. 5. Okay. Come on. Hurry up. 6. And it should be done any second. I don't want to do something else. And... Come on, 8. There we go. Let's make the bakeware. Okay. And we're getting 16 salt. Okay. And now it's telling us to make a pot that I got from a quest reward early on. Skillet and a saucepan. That's all just going to take iron, I bet. But let's get this out of the way. A skillet. I don't need any of these in my inventory. I don't need the watering can or this guy either. Saucepan. Oh, I need a molten aluminum over an unfired clay bucket. That's interesting. Can I... Unfired, and how much molten aluminum? That is 2 ingots, or I should say 1 ore because we're not making ingots. Let's get this going. That's interesting that this recipe is different. I gotta disable this guy. Put you in here, and then I'm guessing I can place this guy in here. Yep, it should be in there. So once this is smelted, we can pour this out. And that is gonna be this for that. Over here, milking it. I gotta get 1 bucket of milk. Well, let's do that real quick. Wait a second. Yes, I can milk them. No. Did I? Wait a second. Was I not able to milk the cow? I don't remember. Do I have a bucket on me? Let's just find out real quick. But I do believe that I was not able to milk the cows because they're mad at me. What does the quest book tell us? Milk comes from cows or from soybeans, but the easiest method is, well, cows, sort of. Cows aren't exactly friendly. We suggest putting the cows behind a sturdy fence and being careful when milking them. Alright, it should work. Come on, I clicked. Man, I have a lot of sheep. May I please have your milk? There we go. Cool, got it. Splitting the milk. I must have done that before. Do I? Don't remember. But again, it's been a week now since I was on here, which sucks. And sorry about that, but I did not know, you know, what to prepare. And I actually prepared one thing for a quest, but I kind of thought that we're just gonna get back on track together. And yes, where's my ME right there? Let's put this away. And milk. Yeah, I must have already split those up. But I'm just going to split these up also just so I get my bucket back. For one milk bucket you get 4 fresh milk, which is used in a lot of these Pam Harvest Craft. And we get another cow heart and a cow's egg and a heart. Let's see how many we have. Okay, so I can make 1/2 out of this and bam. Alright, now the aluminum should be done. Let's get that out of the way. Today is gonna be catch-up day. You can tell. Does this work? No. What? How do you work? An unfired clay bucket. Ah, of course, yes. It needs to be here. There we go. And I'm probably gonna lose the bucket. Or nothing happens. Hello? 1 ingot is 144. This says 288. Am I missing something here? Not updating? There it goes. What happened? Must have just taken ages to solidify. Alright, but we got it. Ah, I found out another thing is that I definitely want to set up here, but I gotta rearrange some things in here. You can put a spout, a faucet, not a spout, a faucet and a casting table on your magma crucible. So apparently you can put a faucet right here and a casting table underneath, and then you can, you know, melt whatever you need for gears and then pour it into your gear cast, which I think would be cool instead of having to use the smeltery. Because this thing is a lot faster to just make a, you know, an ingot on the fly. And we can turn in this guy right here. We get 10 buttered potatoes. Very nice. I definitely want to use these as soon as these 6 salads ran out. And let's put the saucepan away. And I'm going to figure out what kind of food we want to go for here very soon. Let's make the press. Even though we don't need it right now. Now, let's not make it right now. We don't need the presser until we actually have soy. That's where we're going to need it. So I think we're good on this page for now. Tinker Toys is just, we got to make more metals, but I'm not going to worry about this. Storage Wars. There is something I want to do here today. But before that, Applied Energy Engineering. I want to get started on this. Because we made so many Applied Energistics parts that we can probably turn in quite a lot of quests, and it's telling me that when I drop a skystone dust into a lava barrel, bam, worked. You get a skystone, and this one we need to cook up to make it whatever this is called, skystone block. So let's cook this up here real quick, and if I click fast enough I might get it. Spam the key. I didn't get it. Alright, so I gotta wait until it comes out over in the ME system. And then we have that. While I wait for this to come over, where is it? Where did I see? I think it's learning the sky block. Yes, there it is. Hand grinding. We need to make a quartz grindstone and a wooden crank. That was something that was added later in one of the updates. And this is how you make the quartz grindstone. And here is the hand crank. And speaking of updates, there's 2 new versions out. I'm still running on the 4.2. And there's 1.10 and 1.11 out now already. But I read the forums, and I'm taking the root back. You guys know me. Bam. There is so many bugs that a lot of people have rolled back shortly after updating, because there's a lot of uncraftable blocks and stuff, and you gotta go into the config files and change things on your own. And I just did not feel like doing that, so I'm gonna wait until a lot of that is ironed out. Hopefully Jaded is gonna bring out a quick fix for that soon, and then I will update. But I don't think that we're missing out on anything because of that. So we got this done, which is really good. And I think that we might finish these here in a little bit. But where was the other thing is that I was doing? Where's applied energistics? Hello? There we go. I needed that block. So let's get our sky, not DKYS. Oh, really? I typed it wrong twice. Here's our sky stone block. And bam, completed. I get another one. Quartz grinding, we got all these done. Oh, I get another knife, which is fine, and a reward bag. And what do you want? I made the Certus quartz seed, the nether quartz seed, and the fluix seed. Now I believe this one here is going to be, let's see here, nether. Let's grind up 32 of those real quick. You get in here, and then I also need to grind up fluix seeds. I'm just gonna grind up one right now. I gotta do a lot of making these parts and preparing, but I've shown you guys all how to do that. And you know what? Let's get the grinder, because we only have one pulverizer. Actually, I might be able to throw it in here. I don't want to set up the hand one right now. Put this in here for me and give it to me. Perfect. And put that in here with a... Do I have sand? No, I'm gonna need just 2 sand right now. I'm only gonna make 2. So there is 1. That gives you that fluix seed. And now I need that nether quartz dust with sand. That gives us the nether quartz seed. Cool. Got those completed. Get 16 fluix dust. Alright, and now check it out. You know, we got the growth accelerators and the charger done. So we're getting something for that. The growth chamber. We got to work on that eventually. We got this done. Oh, I get a free inscriber engineering press. Oh well. Basic networking. We're still... what? What do I have in here? Let me not take out one of the... Let me take out an empty one. And there we go. It completed. And I get another 1k, which is fine. And I'm going to take the reward back again. We haven't dyed it, and I don't plan on dying much. So we should be fine. So let's put this away. But I'm going to dump these 2 in here. There's no reason to hold on to that and turn it on. Let this grow. Put this away, the 1k. And this one we need to put back in here. Perfect. Sweet, we're on a roll. We're getting lots of stuff done, which I'm happy about. This is a basic, this is a good, and this is a greater. Let's see if we're getting lucky. Elemental staff. I don't know what you are. What are you? From custom NPCs. Kind of afraid of clicking this here. Let's aim up here and right click. Aim at the fence? No? I don't know what this does. I'm gonna have to look into it. In case you guys know what this is for, please let me know down in the comments. Let's open the basic one. Aluminum or berry bush. Meh. One thing I really don't need is aluminum. And Wrath Shard and the Envy Shard. That's not bad. Alright, let's dump all this off. No idea what this staff is for. Okay. Was I waiting on something? Oh yeah, the seeds, they're growing by themselves. I don't need to pay attention. And terminals, we got the crafting, and then eventually we're going to work on a storage and an interface terminal. But I don't want to do any more ME today. But it's nice that we caught up on this. Now, storage wars, there's lots of stuff we can do in here. Let me see. Tool storage. Oak tool rack. A purple heart clock. Let's make that. let's make this, because I do have a few tools that I wouldn't mind hanging up here, so I don't need to go into the ME system every time. That should be easy to make. Bam, done. And we are going to put this, let's put that right there. I just noticed something here. This doesn't have any future. We cannot have this block down here be stone. That needs to be spruce. And that is right there. Can't have this. Why didn't you guys tell me? So let's see if the wand goes in here. I would like the watering can, which I have 2 to go in here. And even this guy. Let's see if these 3 go in here. That'd be cool. I'm guessing the watering can doesn't. Okay. Shift right click. No. The wand does, and the crescent hammer does. That's fine. I think that watering can, we don't need much anymore. But the other ones are nice to have in there. Okay. We got this done, and we're getting this purple heart clock. I really want to know what this is. It's probably just decoration item, right? Yeah, bibliocraft. Ooh. Ooh, oh, oh. Let's put you right here for now. What? I thought it's a grandfather clock, like a big one. Oh, that's cool. It actually shows you the time. Can I pick you up with something? Axe, please don't break it. It's purple. Let's put that. Let's put it right there. Bam. That's pretty cool. I never knew about this. So you actually see the time. That's pretty nifty. Can't wait to make some good food. Alright, so we got this. An armor storage is just an armor stand. Let's do that too. That's just a bunch of wood. This one right there. Why? Oh, I wasn't in here. I should have everything to make that also. And you are going to go... let's put it right there. In case you guys never seen this, you know, you can put armor, a second set of baubles, more baubles. You can also make some things from traveler's gear like capes and all kinds of stuff. And there's another thing most people don't know about. You can also turn off items the way you want it. For example, you can turn off the floor plate. Now the floor plate is gone here. And then you can also disable the table in front. It's almost like a target dummy now. But I'll leave them on. I think it looks cool, and we can put some stuff in here when we need it. What do we get for you? Amaranth potion shelf. Okay. You gonna go right there. Gonna have to build a little nicer here soon. Sorry about that, guys. I'm just putting everything to get it out of the inventory for now. What are we here? Casting storage. A casting frame can be used in a fluid transposer and filled with metals to create storage blocks. Ah, so I can put that in the fluid transposer, and then if I melt down gold or something, or enderium, it makes a block out of it. I guess gold doesn't make any sense. I can just combine the ingots, but for something like liquid enderium, I could make the enderium blocks and then break that down into ingots, something like that. Well, let's get it out of the way. I'm not sure if I would ever use that. Casting frame. What is this? Just stone rods. Okay, we need 8 of them. I should probably have at least 1, yes. Okay, but so this is gonna make me 4, 8. Oh well. And make it. Bam. Done. Get it out of the inventory. And 8 fancy lanterns. That's not bad at all. Not bad at all. These are very nice looking lamps. I do like them. Like, you know, you can put them on the walls and stuff. They're more like outside decorating, of course, but I'm sure I'm gonna find a place for them here very soon when I maybe redo the kitchen area or something. Man, we're doing a lot of quests. How many time we had? Okay, it's 35 minutes. Definitely let's make this portable tank here to get that out of the way, because, well, they're always handy. I don't have one. Portable tank. It's just gonna be copper and glass. Bam, done. turn this in, and we're getting sausage and bread. Nice, we're getting a lot of nice food here. I don't mind having this at all. And oops, I gotta check in the quest book. And a filing cabinet. Let's make it, because then we get 3 more, and they're definitely gonna come in handy here soon. I think that's just a bunch of chests and iron ingots. Do I have it all? I'm done. It's nice to have an ME system, right? You have everything ready and ready to go. So let's put these in here. Filing cabinets, in case you guys don't know, I'm going to show it once. I'm pretty sure most of you are familiar with it. But a filing cabinet, check it out. You got a huge storage. And I can put anything in here. For example, the sausage and the bread. But that is the only item I can... Whoa. What? What? Why does this work? This should not work. This makes no sense to me. Am I missing something? It's supposed to be for non-stackable items, like the dolly. And you can then, keep putting dollies in here, or queen bees, princesses, and so on. All things that have the same ID usually, and just different meta value, or enchanting books, that kind of stuff. And you can fill this, and it's it's huge. You can, I don't know how much exactly, but I don't understand why we can put these 2 in here. That makes no sense, but oh well, maybe we found a bug. But that's what the filing cabinets are for. So for example, there's a lot of gobbledygook that we're collecting over here. Like these boots right there. Okay, you can make a filing cabinets for all these different... Actually, only the feather boots. You see they have... Well, these 2 happen to be the same, but the bows here, they're 2 different bows. You can just keep putting those in there. That's how it usually works. Or for potions and stuff like that. Filing cabinets are really cool. Now, let's see here. Is there anything else I want to do here today? Bilbo's storage. A backpack? Not really care about it on a sky block. Let's make a gray bag. Let's see what it takes. Oh, did these guys finish yet? Yes. Alright, so I can stop wasting power. Put the pure nether and pure fluix dust away. Okay, let's see here. Gray. Bag. There it is. A gray bag, tier 1 and tier 2. Oh, that's from Bagginses, yes. So we need gray wool and string. And gray wool, we get gray dye, which is... We don't have any of that. What? I cannot mix white and... Oh, oops, I missed it again. Really? There we go. It's just, I don't have any ink sacs. Right? No. Yeah, I don't have any black dye, so I'm gonna have to set up a squid farm or something. Or maybe the fisher. That's the last thing we're gonna do today. Let's do that. Where is it? It's under assembly line. I think that's a good idea. Let's make a fisher, because that one might get us a bunch of ink sacs and also other stuff like enchanting books and so on. Let's make one of them and set it up. What do we need? We need 1 redstone reception coil. Do I have any iron gears? No, I gotta cast 2 of those. So let me get this going. And why don't we try this? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'm going to do this right now. I think that'd be cool to do. Let's get you. Get this guy out and this guy out. And I can break this. And now the thing what I need to do is extend this one over. Because... No. I'm gonna get rid of that. Because I don't want this to auto-extract anymore. I don't know. And a fluid transposer, it was nice to get all the item ducts filled and sucked out, but we're fine. So now what I want is, I want the fluid transposer on the left and the magma crucible on the right. So we're gonna have to change the outputs to nothing right now, because I want to use it to make my my gears. So this guy is gonna have no output, and I'm just gonna ninja these 2 for right now, and I'm gonna make another set for over here so I can actually use... I also need the faucet for now. Did I get it? Yeah, I heard the click. So I do want to keep using this, for tools or whatever. I don't know yet, but I really wanted to try this out. So put the casting table right there with the cast. and then put this guy there. And it supposedly works. I've never tried this, and this should be an... But what? I don't understand. Why can I not... The magma crucible is supposed to make you liquids. Why can I not melt down iron? So this doesn't work. Do I have to use blocks? Well, I'm never gonna catch those. Definitely, yeah, this doesn't matter. So how can I melt this down, this iron? Huh. I need to try this here real quick. Can I make... I have some bronze. I want to see if this one works. But I'm guessing this is not going to work either. No. Huh. Alright. Is there an augment I can put in here? That sucks. If you guys know how this is supposed to work, that I can melt down the iron into liquid iron, I figured this is gonna work, but I don't see how. Well, that's a bummer. Alright, so I gotta make these guys manually, and then maybe figure this out with some testing or whatever. Let me go ahead and make these 2 gears real quick and prepare a little patch over here with some water somewhere, so we can set up this fissure, and then I'll tune back in. BRB. Alright, I should have everything ready now. Just picked up the gears. We're gonna make a machine frame, and that should be it. Yep, there's the fissure. And I'm gonna bring this 81 slot compact chest here with me, put it to good use for a change. And I prepared the area downstairs. I don't want to have it up here. It's not really a nice thing. Maybe if we build a pond or a lake later on. And I wanted it to be close to this power here from this guy, not our main power. Because I think that we're gonna be fine here. This guy barely does anything ever. And I brought my well down here so I can... Hey, why are you pushing me? Fill this water down here. And bam, now we got an endless water source. Give me back my well. Alright. And I made it because I believe the fissure chest needs to go on top, not behind it. Let me get one of these. Yeah, you guys see the hole is on top. So I'm guessing I need to bring the power down right there. So I want it to be centered over this pond. I think it's enough if you just have one water source block, but I'll make it a 3x3, just that way I also have endless water down here. And hopefully I can still open this chest if I put it right above it. Here's the ghost thing again. Yes, I can still. So this should be doing something now. It's going up. Wow, is this really that slow? Holy shnikes. Well, let's give this a minute to see if we catch something or not. Alright, and we get this and we get a full heart. Let's see if it is a good heart. Yes, it is. And we get 8 lives. Bam. Cool. And now after this, what did we get open? Mob spawning. Well, an auto spawner and a safari net is really not helping us yet because I don't have any means. Well, I do. We can get mob essence without cursed earth, and that might be something for our next episode, that we're gonna redo the mob farm. We can make a mob tower and then funnel them all down into a 5x5 area and use a grinder down there, but that's gonna need a lot of preparing and stuff. Yeah, let's do that next episode. I think if you guys don't tell me in the comments to do something else, I think I'm gonna focus on making a mob farm. I think that'd be cool. That little one was very helpful, and I might even keep that one because that's going to be really helpful when we get into Thaumcraft. And cool, we got a pufferfish. Alright, so it just takes a long time, lots of work, and I don't know how much power this guy uses. It guessing it doesn't use power until it's all the way on top and then does it. Okay, we got this going, and of course I'm gonna let it run, and then next episode I'll show you guys if we catch anything cool. I'm hoping, you know, 4 ink sac. That would be awesome. And that's it. The episode is really long already. And I am very happy to be back. The computer is working nice and smooth. Graphics card doesn't get as hot anymore either, even if I play other more demanding graphical games. So I think that I had a faulty power supply for a while, and well, knock on wood that my PC is gonna be nice and stable for a while from now on. And yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments if you want me to start focusing on something else. Otherwise, we're gonna do something with mobs. I think that'd be a fun project. Hopefully we get it done in one episode, because if we're gonna redo a new mob farm, it's gonna be huge. We're gonna go big. Big or get out. Well, hope you enjoyed the episode, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Take care, stay safe, and bye-bye.